Welcome to the Guided Expressions podcast with Martin Williams, the place to learn and be inspired to live your best life. Here is your host, Martin Williams.
Hey, everybody. My name is Martin Williams. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Guided Expressions podcast. I hope you're having a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I want to just thank you. I'm humbled that you chose to listen to the podcast today. And what I wanted to do, I just wanted to jump right into it. I was going for a walk this morning and I had an epiphany, if you will. And it was about something that I've been trying to do, a project that I've been trying to start for a while. And I heard this voice ask, and it was really, one of those things that really kind of made me stop in my tracks. The voice asked me, what if you had started 3 years ago? Where would you be now? And it was really something that I had to stop and really think about because, immediately I realized that I'd be a lot further along in that project if I had just started when I got the first inspiration to start it. And for all of you listening, I'm pretty sure that there's something that you probably should have started a few years ago, but for whatever reason you didn't. Maybe, there was something going on in your life. Maybe, problems were happening and, you just got busy, you got distracted, whatever the case may be. And for whatever reason, you just didn't do it. So what I wanted to encourage you to do is that I want to help you make the next 3 years or 5 years or however long it's been since you first got that initial inspiration to do that thing that you've been meaning to do, but you've been putting off and putting off and putting off and putting off, to go back. And instead of trying to relive the past, let's fix the next 3 to 4 or 5 years. Let's do something different, right? So whatever your project is, whatever the thing is, maybe you've been meaning to lose weight. Maybe you've been meaning to spend more time with your children. Maybe you've been meaning to start a business. Maybe you've been meaning to write a book or whatever the case may be. Start today. Start today. And every single day, when you wake up in the morning, visualize that thing as being done and then act as if it's done. And then build that picture, build that image up to the point that it's so strong and it's so vivid, and you add your emotion to it, you emotionalize that vision to the point that it feels like something that you're living right now, and then go and start doing it. Because a lot of times what happens is that we have every intent to finish a project. We have every intent to do something that we've been meaning to do for so long, but we don't do it because for whatever reason, we're not inspired enough, right? It's very easy to do things when you're inspired, but when you're not inspired and it feels like a grind, you barely finish it, if at all. And so the secret, and there's many secrets, but one of the secrets is don't do anything if you're not inspired. Right? Always go into something inspired. And there's times when you've got to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes getting inspired about something. You may have to sit down and visualize your goal again and get excited all over again, and then go and do the thing that you want to do, and then go and do, whatever project, whatever thing you want to finish. That's really the process. A lot of times people jump into action, but they don't inspire themselves. They don't get that inspiration. They don't dip back in to that inspiration that caused them to have the idea in the first place. And, once the inspiration leaves, it's only a matter of time that the idea leaves in and of itself. And then oftentimes what happens is that the idea that you had, someone else gets it and they do it, and they profit from it, and you're just sitting there, you're looking at your phone, you're looking at your computer, and it's like, hey, I had that idea. And there's no doubt that you did, but you didn't do anything with it, right? So it's important that you don't allow that to happen to you. Not from an ego perspective, because I'm not threatened by the success of others, but if it's your idea and it came to you, why not do something with it, right? If it's your project, why not do it? Okay? Because life is relatively short. And, I'm not saying that we're all going to die tomorrow, but what I am saying is that I can remember when I was in my early 20s, when I was a teenager, like, it seems like yesterday a lot of times. But, now I'm not, right? I'm older, I'm wiser, obviously, but, the time flew by in my mind. And the thing is, it flies by for a lot of you as well. You have to decide that, hey, I'm going to make the most of my time. I'm going to maximize my time here and do everything that I possibly can, as far as the things that I care about and the things that I'm inspired by. If you're inspired by something, don't put it off one more day. Start working on it today. Pull it out today. Like, pull out that notebook, pull out that pen, get going on it. If you're going to start losing weight, start eating a salad today. Start walking around the block today. Just start today. Don't put it off another day. And every day, just see yourself being that new person, see yourself being that new version of yourself. And as that vision grows and gets stronger, it's going to become reality because here's the thing. It's like you're chomping at the bit on both ends. You're chomping at the bit on the spiritual end with the visualization and, I would say add prayer, ask God to help you. So you're chomping at the bit on the spiritual end, and then on the physical action-oriented end, you're chomping at the bit because you're taking action every single day. And when you eat at something on both ends, that thing gets eaten up a lot quicker. A lot of times people are not seeing their goals manifest in the time period that they want them to manifest because they're only attacking it from one side, and then eventually they don't attack it at all. And that goal just kind of sits there. How many of you have had goals that you've had them for more than 3-4 years? That should not be, right? That should not be. Most goals can be accomplished within 3 to 4 years. And I would say even quicker than that, depending on the goal, obviously. Now, if you want to become president of the United States, might take a little bit more time. But, goals that I'm talking about, the goals that most people have. Most people have goals to lose weight, get out of debt, get married, buy a house, put their kids in college, things like that. Those goals can be accomplished a lot quicker than a lot of people are doing it because, they usually, and, this goes back to the blueprint. They don't have the mindset to get there. They don't have a vision. They don't have a plan, and then they don't execute the plan. So if you get all 4 of those things down, right, you're going to see your goals start falling by the wayside, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. And it doesn't take as long as you might think. So I want to really challenge you today that if you are sitting on something that you've been sitting on it for 3-4 years, start working on it today. Start moving on it today. And 3 to 4 years from now, if you keep moving on it every single day, keep taking action every single day, 3 to 4 years from now, I promise you, if you're consistent and you keep going and you keep moving and you keep executing and you keep seeing and you keep visualizing, 3 to 4 years from now, you're going to be in a lot better position. And if you don't have the goal, you're going to be awfully close. So I want to encourage you, have an amazing day, have an amazing week whenever you're listening to this, and I will talk to you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Guided Expressions podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify to get all the latest content from Guided Expressions. No one builds a house without a blueprint, so why are you trying to build your dream life without one? That's how the Blueprint course was created. The Blueprint course is for people who know they were meant for more. Created by Martin Williams, the Blueprint is a streamlined way to help you create the life you've always wanted. Get instant access now by clicking the link in the description box or going to guidedexpressions.com/blueprint.